Hello viewers. Today we're going to talk about a very important and interesting topic, and that is about public speaking for successful career and a successful life. So when we talk about this particular topic, at any given point in time, what happens to you is that you would have encountered a lot of people prominently being public figures. Let's say it could be a politician, it could be a movie star, it could be a sports star, whoever it is. You would have seen that people would have gone ahead and addressed a gathering flawlessly, seamlessly, or with so much of confidence and so much of vibrance that you'll be thinking at the backdrop that one fine day, even I want to be on this particular stage. But the fact is that when you actually want to do it, it is something which is going to bother you a lot. So why is that so? Public speaking in reality is not something a cakewalk or an easy art. It is something which you achieve or pursue over a period of time, and that you would know that you would be able to master the skill. So the most important thing that you need to know about public speaking is how you can actually do that. The primary aspects in public speaking is when you actually are going to face an audience, you would know that you will have to kill the most important thing that stops you from speaking in front of the public, and that is to kill your fears. So to kill your fears, it's very important that when you face an audience, all that you need to know is that your audience are not demons or someone who would be able to criticize you or something that makes you feel like awkward or jittery or something of that sort. Your audience is just your respondent, people who want to receive your message, and that is what it's all about. You need to know. And if you know this primary art, I'm 100% sure that the first important thing about public speaking, you're making mastery over that. Go in front of an audience just that you can master the skill. I'll tell you a simple story what happened with me when I was in high school. We had a particular competition called Pick and Speak in our high school. Well, the competition was such that the students were asked to speak about a particular topic for about 5 minutes. All that they needed to do was go and pick a chit, see what the topic is all about, and they had to speak about that particular topic for 5 minutes. And this was something which was quite challenging. All that you had a time was only that split of a second. You just had to see that particular topic and had to speak in front of an audience which was around 400 in number. Well, I was in the backdrop seeing, 4 to 5 participants who actually went on stage. They did, marvel over that. They could pick up a topic and they were able to speak. And it was my turn. When I went there, I picked up a chit and I thought like, okay, I'll be able to speak about this particular topic. And to my surprise, what happened was, when I faced the audience, I was point blank for a second. But the very next moment, what I did was, I actually knew about the topic, so why not I could speak? And that's what I did. It's just that, like, if you want to master the art of confidence, just go for it. Just go for the kill. That is, you have to do it no matter what it is. So that is about the first ever, step that you take up in public speaking. That is to kill your fears, and you're not going to bother about your audience. The most of the perception that happens with an audience is that the audience will be thinking about you like, oh, what this guy is all about. Will he be able to speak well? It's all your perception. It's not the audience perception. The perception of the audience is that they want to receive your talk. They want to know more about what they don't know, and that is the kind of the audience that you're actually having. So, though you're not able to understand your audience, you could still be able to connect with the audience because the mastery or the command on the subject that you have will always prove what you exactly want to do with your topic. So that is the first thing you have to know. The second important thing, if at all you've actually made this particular breakthrough, the second important thing is to know how you can mentally organize your thought. So mentally organizing your thoughts is again a quick fixed process. Because see, for example, now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to speak about the topic of public speaking. So the fact is I haven't done much preparation in terms of going ahead and speaking in that particular competition. The reality was I just went ahead and I did what I had to do for that particular topic. You know, that's what exactly is required. So the fact is that you need to organize your thought. You know, it's a quick fix process that you have to do. Mentally organize your thought. What are you going to speak? You know, whether it's going to be what comes first, what comes next, and after the other, and further on. And that is what you need to do when you have to, give a presentation or about, to speak about the topic. And in case if you're not able to do so, the other way of actually doing a neat public speaking is to, draft a particular, chart line or a note, or you want to have a draft of a speech or whatever. And this is the other way of doing public speaking. Okay, so if you are able to do these kind of small things, I'm sure that you will be able to achieve a lot of mastery in public speaking. Why is it so important that you need to master this? Is because you will have a lot of recognition in society, and among your colleagues, in your the friend circle, or you want to have to reach a greater audience. You want to know that you want to become a public figure, or whatever it is. Whatever it is, it takes you to success. That's for sure. So the next important thing, if you really want to know what you want to master, is how you would be able to connect your audience. Well, this for sure that a lot of people would say that you need to understand your audience. Well, as far my experience goes, to understand your audience, you have to experience the audience first. That is, you need to know, like, for example, if you're speaking for the first time, what's your audience reaction? Is it like, are they involved, or are they, drifted away, or are they able to connect with your topic, or anything of that sort? That's how you would be able to, understand your audience. And it comes by experience. If you're going on a stage for the first time, or the second time, or the third time, you'll be able to do it better and better and better. And that is what you know how you would be able to build a rapport and connect with your audience. So that is the most important mastering skill that you need to have while having a good presentation in public speaking. And the last and important thing that you need to know is what kind of a topic, or what kind of the content that would ensure that your audience is gripped with you in connection. So that is very important today. Okay, so let's say that you want to speak about public speaking itself. Okay, you have been a good presenter at times, and you wanted to do something good about it, and you wanted to talk about it much, as what your experience is all about. So you wanted to connect with an audience. So you'd go on a stage and you would want to present it. What if the audience is not so interested in that, right? So that is what you need to know, like, as by experience, what your audience want, how their reaction, and what kind of content should I, prepare for. And these are some of the things which you need to know during, your experience with public speaking. And if you really want to use public speaking for your success in your career, I'll tell you a very simple thing what really happened with me. So I was telling about this particular topic about pick and speak in my high school. Well, the next thing what happened was I was nominated as president of the children's club in my standard. So I was asked for a presidential address, right? So it's only because that I just gave a small presentation in the pick and speech. My teachers recognized me and picked me for addressing an audience as a president of a children's club, right? So success is something which it just comes your way if you're mastering public speaking, right? From there on, it was like when I went to college, I had a literary fest, and I could present a paper in the literary fest, and I won a prize over there. And later on, it also helped me. This public speaking also helped me when I actually was in search of a job. And the first thing was that we had a training on radio programming, and I was able to host 2 radio shows, one on AIR and one on Janwani. One was about presenting particular program. The other one was a group discussion. I was able to lead this too in a very comfortable way because I was already mastering my public speaking skill. And later on, this particular public speaking element helped a lot in my career, especially when I had to do induction for my new joiners, or I had to train my new joiners for a process or anything of the sort. And this, of course, was quite helpful. So this is how you can see various elements of success or fruits which will help you in public speaking. So my simple contention is that if you really want to be successful in your career, all that you need to know is what exactly you need to do in order to master public speaking. Let me reiterate this. First is that you have to banish your fear. Next is that you have to know how to make mental notes, or you want to make notes on a sheet or a paper. Then it's about like what kind of audience you're going to look at, and last but not least, how do you connect with your audience. And these are the four things which you need to actually master, and the rest of things follow. You'll be called or you'll be a more sought after speaker, or a person who'd be a celebrity in terms of public speaking. So that's about it for today. Look for anything more that would be more interesting. I'll come up with the next interesting topic for you. That's it for it. Bye. Thank you.